Everybody and welcome to Jim Games. Yes folks, no AI today, just me, just little old me. But we're going to talk about the problems in No Man's Sky, right? This is in general, so this is like a full overview of the problems in No Man's Sky. This is not just bugs, it's actual problems with No Man's Sky and Hello Games themselves, right? I've done videos like this in the past, but this is more like a rehash thing. And also I'll be giving ideas on how I think Hello Games can progress in No Man's Sky, right? This is how, they get better, right? Because feedback is always good for Hello Games, in a positive manner. As we all know, there are game-breaking bugs in No Man's Sky, extremely bad bugs. And this is a problem they've got with No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is a procedurally generated game. And even though they have bugs in the game, right, every update they get bugs. Okay? So what they've done is, right, every update they bring out, they have a new set of bugs in the game. Things that are game breaking, like flying into the space anomaly and getting stuck at the door. That's one bug, and having to reload the space anomaly all the time. Yeah. Right, that's one bug that really gets my tits, more or less. Right? Gets my goat all the time, does that bug. Can't fly in the space anomaly, so you're just stuck in a constant loop of trying to get in. And I believe that's something to do with the lobby is too full, there's too many people. So the bugs in general are terrible. And what's happening there is Hello Games haven't fixed all the bugs from the previous update. So what happens is all the bugs mount up into the next update. So because they're on an update schedule of something like one update every month and a half, right? They haven't ironed out all the bugs in the game, right? So that's a serious problem. What they need to do is they need to employ a bug testing team in Hello Games, right? Now, this is another thing as well, right? The next one is PC centric, right? You've heard about me talking about the PC centric side of things in No Man's Sky, right? They are PC centric. The word for PC centric is they do things for PC players more than they do for consoles, right? This doesn't happen with other game consoles. I mean, get other game companies. Hello Games just always seem to go for the PC players first, right? Even if they make more money on Steam, who knows? More PC players, who knows, right? But all updates always, majority of updates get launched on PC first. They do, right? And only recently, right, they've taken the lock off the experimental so people could play the experimental version on PC, which completely spoiled the update for everybody in the community because nobody on console could play it. And people are saying it wasn't the final version, but the thing is, there was no difference between the Omega update from experimental to the Omega update that came out on console. It was the same thing, but with all the bugs on top. So I don't think they should put it into experimental with the lock off. When it goes into experimental, it's an internal experimental branch, so they check it internally. The padlock was off, right? And people was able to make content on it, they're able to play it. And if they had, because the lock was off, why did they still have bugs after it got released? Because that's what the experimental is for people to try it out and, tell people what, tell Hello Games what was wrong with the game. And then when they launch it onto consoles, it'd be completely bug free. But it wasn't. There was actually more bugs in the console version, right? So, and the PC version. So the very PC, centric, PC Master Race centric update always comes out on PC first. So if you're wanting to play No Man's Sky in the future, don't play it on console, play it on PC because you'll get updates first, right? And it shouldn't be like that. It should be out on all platforms at the same time. Hello Games should have some patience, and upload it to all platforms at the same time. Right, so we've covered bugs and we've covered the PC-centric behaviour from Hello Games. Right, next one, right? alleviating the boredom level. Right, No Man's Sky, once you pass a certain mark, you've been on the game for at least, let's say, 300 hours worth of gameplay. You've done all the gameplay loops, you've done all the storyline, you've done everything within No Man's Sky. 400 hours, it becomes boring, right? You've either got two things you can do, which is either build bases or go ship hunting. Really that simple, right? And really, in a way, glitches spoiled the game. They did, And the cheat menu. When they brought the cheat menu in, that actually spoiled the game. It did. It actually spoiled it. So it took away the difficulty and turned it into a sandbox. And the reason why they brought in that cheat menu is for the Nintendo Switch players, because of the younger generation wanted a game where they could just do what they want. But they had creative mode, you could do that anyway. So the cheat menu, I can't see why they brought that in. Okay, so the boredom level for No Man's Sky is incredible. You can spend hours and hours and hours exploring worlds, right? To be honest, my personal opinion, right? When I play No Man's Sky, I reckon I spend literally 10 minutes on a planet and then I move on to the next one. Simple. I'm sure you're all the same. So the boredom level needs to be alleviated. So what Hello Games need to do is bring in some content into the actual game that actually gives people something to do for a longer amount of time. And this is the problem we've got. If Hello Games are constantly releasing update after update after update, a smaller shoddy little updates, right? What they're doing is shooting themselves in the foot, right? They're creating all these bugs overlaying bugs. Why don't they bring out 2 massive updates a year? Right? 2 massive updates a year. 2 big ones. That's it. Right? Like other game companies do. Give people something to do. Right? Do something to do in the game. Right? Because for a long-term play, it becomes incredibly boring. It does. I do apologise about the camera quality. It's funny lighting in here today. Anyway, folks, yeah, that's what I think they need to change in No Man's Sky. Obviously, this is what I think needs to be fixed, right? There's a lot more things in No Man's Sky that needs to be fixed. Good God. It's virtually falling apart at times. This is not a negative video. It's a positive because I'm giving ideas to Hello Games what to do. Okay? So, it's a talking video, not instruction. I've done all the tutorials in the game. I've done them all. Look in my playlists. Right? We're down to this now. Yeah, I'm going to continue with the lore videos, right? And that's it. So I thought I'd break everything up by putting out a video like this. Cool. So remember, if you've not subscribed and you only watch, please subscribe. I'm continuing the channel. Subscribe, if you're at a certain age, it's that red button at the bottom that's got subscribe on it. Tap it. Don't cost you anything. It's free to subscribe. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next video. Tatty bye.